read your text, the first thing that came to my mind is the portrayal of the black woman through media image as self-hating, angry, miserable, vindictive, and all of these are fictitious. All of those characterizations of the black woman are, in my judgment, fictitious. You know, due to the fact that in Western society and in America, which, as Minister Farrakhan has so clearly proven and demonstrated to us, and of course our experience bears him witness, this is a society that is built on the idea of white supremacy. And because white supremacy is also a fictitious concept, the idea that Caucasian people are inherently superior spiritually, intellectually, and morally to the melanin-dominated people of the world, well, in order to sustain that illusion or that falsehood, consistent effort has to be made, and it has to be aggressive, to portray black people and people who are melanin-dominated, black people, Latino people, the Native Americans, the so-called Asian people, all are projected in various degrees of inferiority. But of course, at the core of that is the black woman, because we are taught that a nation can rise no higher than its woman, and we know that that is true. And so in order to bring a people down, the target is the mother of that people, the female. And in the case of black people in America who were kidnapped and brought here as slaves, in order to justify our horrific history here, there has to be a portrayal of the black woman as being subhuman. That consistent theme has manifested itself in different ways over the centuries. And currently, the dominant portrayal of the black female is a creature who is driven by sexuality and urge. We are portrayed as falling into essentially one of two or three categories. We are either oversexed and put our bodies on display for no other reason than to have physical interaction with males with no noble goal in that. In other words, we're not seeking romance. We are not seeking love. We are absolutely not seeking marriage. We are a step above a dog or a cat. And so we focus on the physical assets completely. And so all we care about is hair, makeup, tight clothes. That's one projection of us. Another projection of us is an obese, miserable, angry, manless female who is unattractive and hates the world because she is unattractive. And then there's another projection of us as a professional woman who has assimilated into white society as far as is allowable. And a woman who looks, acts, sounds, and projects herself to, as much as possible, look like a Caucasian woman. And you see that in corporate America, and you see it even more pervasive in the entertainment world. And so you see a consistent projection of black female entertainers who are on the covers of magazines with blonde hair, weaves and wigs and contact lenses and heavy makeup that narrows the nose. And you'll notice that when a black woman enters into a particular area of entertainment, she may look one way when she comes out, and within a year or two, she has morphed into that same look. And I'll use, for example, Beyonce, Carrie Hilson, Rihanna, Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson. I saw a picture just this very day in People magazine of Serena and Venus Williams, and I didn't even recognize Serena Williams.
Wow.
Because she was so heavily made up, and you would never know she had that beautiful dark complexion that she has.
Right.
Star Jones, the lawyer, who is on the Today Show in the mornings, sitting there with her legs crossed, with her dress hiked up almost to the crotch area, just like the white females, with the straight hair, the weave, and it demonstrates a complete rejection of the natural self. Now, that's not to say we should not groom ourselves, because certainly the other side of that is, if you look at the white female, they devote quite a bit of time and money to imitating the black female form. They do everything they can to develop a derriere, lip injections, tanning salons are a billion-dollar industry. However, here's the difference. Because all females are made by nature to seek to please the male of the species. And so it's completely natural for us to groom our hair, style our hair, do our eyebrows. That's very natural. Even in the animal world, the mammal world, animals lick themselves and groom themselves. But the difference is only the black woman is accused and charged with hating herself because she does that. And where the fiction comes in is that we copy these styles not because we hate ourselves, but because that's what's put in front of us all our lives. See, we live in a white-dominated society that projects the white female as the standard of beauty. And it's natural for every female to seek to be beautiful. So it's not the product of an innate dislike of ourselves. We love ourselves. And this is why we come across as almost being schizophrenic or psychotic. Because we go in and out of our natural self, which is a strong, powerful being who is capable of leadership, who can take nothing and make something out of it. Those are not masculine traits in the natural world that we come out of. They're only deemed masculine in the Caucasian world, because the black woman is the mother of civilization, and the only one that is stronger than her is the black man. And so the weak-boned, weak Caucasian male in order to sustain and maintain his false appearance as being the masculine standard, has to constantly suppress the black woman. Because by nature, because she's melanin dominated, she's actually more powerful than the white male.